Yeah. If I remember correctly, one load would be about a quarter of a pound. Yeah, 4 shots per pound. Actually, no, it will be 4 shots per kilo because it would be half a pound per load. That's a lot of powder, I should say. But it is a honking big thing.
Yep. Not really.
Do we all know each other already, or we're gonna all meet up in the same place?
Alright. Who's the...
Yep.
Who's the harper that the introduction speaks of? Would that be Bunny?
I don't know.
It might have been. Yes. It's me.
Okay.
I confess.
I'm just thinking who was like the technical
Boss.
leader. Yeah. Because it sure as hell isn't me. Why are you laughing?
Because of the other people in the tavern. Mm-hmm. But it's like flat now. No? This is
Alright.
both ominous and cozy.
Shall we introduce ourselves?
I suppose we should.
Well, I'm Fallman. I am a 6'2" half elf. Stark white hair, fair skin, dressed kind of darkly in what looks to be uh, like pretty much a witch hunter's outfit. Like the rustling of chain can easily be heard. I carry a sword and a shield, and a great honking big metal contraption. Um, yeah, I'm very talkative. Speak about a lot of previous experiences of being a mercenary for the longest time while I was part of a company, but that company got pretty much completely wiped out in a small skirmish between feudal lords. And I am the sole survivor, and I'm now just hiring my sword for highest bidders, or whoever will take me, so I can continue with my endeavors.
Yay! I am Jasper. I'm also half elf, just a little bit shorter and a girl, and my hair is impossibly long and turquoise. And I also wear a skirt on top of my pants. And I sing and dance a lot. Like, annoyingly a lot. This is possible. Entirely possible.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hello everyone. I'm Sylvis Ray. I'm a forest gnome ranger, and I'm 3 foot tall. 3 feet tall. I have long dark hair, green eyes, and tan skin. I'm very suspicious of everyone. I'm not impolite, but I'm a bit short with people I don't trust. I also have a personal secret mission that not many people know about. And I'm just around here trying to find more information.
Okay. That's
I turn to him and say, right and wrong. Good guess, but not a good bet.
oh my goodness, there's toilets.
It's a fancy place.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, being dark and surrounded by mist usually does that to you. Sure. Can you tell me what happened here?
What? Do we know about? Do we know anything about a volcano? Okay. Oh, that's nice. I wasn't alive then.
Young whippersnapper? Actually, I wasn't either. I think I'm about my 40s or something like that. Which is still pretty young for a half-elf. I haven't put everything in stone with Foreman yet. I've been so preoccupied with everything else.
So, that star thing that fell, light. I assume it made the hole. Have you been trying or have you been drinking?
Welcome to my pharmacy. Drugs and pills as far as you can see. I enjoy your company. Just make sure you buy something from me. Please don't loiter or lean on the wall. Drinking coffee and having me ball. Cause you damn kids always
I'll walk to the bar.
and you don't clean it up and you stupid ass. Oh, don't you know that I used to know karate?
Oh, man.
Oh, I can just call the cops.
While she walks up, I'm actually going to use a Divine Sense. Just to be safe.
Dirty man is how I'm known. Yes, I like that schoolgirl uniform. I use a mirror in the corner of store to see some boobies and even some more. Oh, hey, hot boobie girl, I dropped something on the floor. Hey, could you bend over and pick it up? Don't you know my security can reperform it so I can rewind it and watch it to my heart's content.
Have you been working here long? I wave my hand in front of his face. Okay. Yes. This is bizarre. This is weird. I don't really want to drink anything, but I would like to know how long you've been here. I, I suppose I would give him one silver. Uh-huh. Wait, when was that? This guy seems old. Did you see the falling light? I gave him another silver. Really? And when did that happen? Oh my goodness. When did that happen? Okay, now it makes more sense. How about that hole in the ground? That's nice. Have you seen a merchant here? That might be because of your menu, but thanks for the information. Slightly disturbing.
Inside.
I look around the room and try to see if I can find anything suspicious.
Well, as he pulls his little story, I say, pull the other one, eh? It's got bells on. Well, how long have you been here? Like, a day? 2? Eight weeks, eh? I'm not ordering a thing. Careful with that, you might get splinters.
So you've been here for 8 weeks. What have you been doing for 8 weeks? Has there been any other guests? What? What?
And what is he?
Well, he's definitely old. He claims to be 200 years old. The man he ate. So they just die? That's slightly concerning. Any of the people who didn't survive, did they seem merchant-like? Oh.
Well, I wouldn't trust this man's judgment on the subject, considering he picked you two for merchants.
True. He might not. Sure you are.
Yes, and I am the Grand Mistress of the Grand Tower.
That's believable. No.
Right.
Okay.
So this is why my divine sense automatically failed. I don't say, but I say to Toad as a GM.
So,
Okay. Kind of figured it would be too easy. So you're a vampire, eh?
I guess it usually isn't, but this is so weird.
Spawn or actual?
That's a rude thing to ask.
Oh, I just want to know. If I give you a pint of blood, I'm going to be weak. I'm going to be useless for a week.
I put my hand towards my dagger. I don't trust this guy.
Oh yeah, I don't either.
I think we went past the trust bit once he started telling us he's a doctor.
Eh, I'd say we went past it earlier. I mean, look at him.
At least he's honest about one thing. Well, I'll consider it if you can tell me a few more small things.
You're seriously considering it?
I just give Jesper a stern look. I don't know. A pint of blood is a valuable thing to most people. Mm-hmm. How's that? So you're telling me the reason you've been staying here for 8 weeks is that because you can't leave? Right.
Do you want to try the door?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Wrong way.
What?
Trap.
What the hell? What
I search
kind of
around.
wall? Okay.
I search around the room to see if I can find a window or something that we can break and get the hell out of here.
I'm keeping my eye on the barman as much as I can.
I search for a cellar or basement or something.
So, have you two been upstairs? And the outhouses are out. That's nice. Uh-huh. Have they been emptied?
I imagine you don't have to. They're upstairs, they're probably plugged.
Well, should
Oh.
we take a tour upstairs?
I imagine that won't do much to benefit the situation.
Well, neither does sitting here.
Uh,
So you know how the last 2 episodes I completely did not record my voice?
mm-hmm.
I was in the process of doing that this time, but I think I just got it fixed, so thank you, chat.
Speaking of, I should probably pull up your chat. Bleep.
So you guys find yourself in this Twilight Zone-esque horror story.
Oh yeah.
How long is it before Thorman actually lets Roland take a pint of his blood? Oh, is it still not working? Yay! Sorry for... Okay, never mind.
Whee! I walk back to the barman. So, what are you? And I give him a silver piece.
Simple custodian. Nothing more, nothing less.
I meant more like race-wise.
Oh, that's pretty rude.
It's also pretty rude to remove the door of your tavern after people get in, but
He goes back to polishing his glass.
this guy is useless.
Hmm.
Hey Jasper, I have an idea. Come over here.
Yep.
What if we get rid of the fire and I climb up the chimney?
That sounds sort of reasonable. I mean, it's better than any idea I have.
Alright, let's do it.
Yeah. How do I put out a fire? With milk, probably.
I'm just gonna watch the two women.
I'm gonna go get a pint of milk. A pint of milk, please. Maybe two.
He takes out a gallon, hands it to you.
I suppose you want silver?
Oh, if you haven't actually paid, then he hasn't actually handed it to you.
Well, I will pay. Is it two or one? Because it's in a one thing.
Yeah, everything's 1 silver.
Okay, I go back and I throw the milk into the fire.
Douses it a little. It steams and burns off.
Oh God!
That's a nice smell.
I regret this choice. Should have gone with the apple juice, or I don't know. But does the fire go out?
A little bit.
Only a little bit. That's not good enough.
Give me a perception check.
Boom, boom. Yay.
It's just enough. You're looking at the fireplace and you notice that the handle for the flue is pushed to closed. But that doesn't make any sense because then this place would be filling up with smoke.
Can I pull it to open?
You can attempt to.
I will do that.
And I help out too.
So that's strength with advantage. So athletics. So even with Selby's like pulling on you, all that manages to happen is you lose your grip and you both go flying backwards into that long table by the fireplace.
Ow!
Hmm.
I'm not saying that I'm weak and I need help, but the thing is stuck.
Get up. I like pat our dear stranger on the shoulder. I'll be back. Alright, what were you trying to do?
The thing. Freak what it's called.
She
I
points
have-
to an iron handle that adjusts the flue. The flue is like the door mechanism in a chimney.
It's closed, which is weird. Because
Uh,
we're not suffocating.
I grab it and try to open.
Strength athletics.
That's a bad roll.
You pull, but it's really stuck. You don't go flying though.
Hmm. I like, hold on. I grab it with my other hand and put my foot in to brace and try again. Much better.
So, like, it's this time you're almost completely horizontal on the wall and you're pulling with all your might, and the handle just snaps, and then you sprawl out by the curtains. You are now holding an iron handle.
Okay, what the heck? This is weird. You broke it.
Apparently.
Are you okay?
I think I hit my spine on my gun.
I check for any injuries.
I'm fine, it's just a bruise. I get up, I like stretch, look at the handle in my hand. Ooh. Ah. Okay, that is strange. Does the end of it look rusted or anything?
No, it just looks like it snapped, like maybe the alloy was off. Like it's a brittle metal.
Right.
That must be it.
Oh yeah, oh, that's some shitty workmanship right there.
Sure, shitty workmanship. Focus on the important things.
Or one would say, like, we're stuck here, because that's kind of obvious.
Yeah, that's Can I pull everything out of the fireplace? Like everything that's on fire?
Yeah, are you gonna do that with your hands? Or like a poker?
I'm not gonna use my hands. And we're gonna use a stick that is there.
Yeah, there's an iron rod next to the fire. You start to pull out logs, and as you pull them out, they just extinguish. They go cold too.
Okay, this is weird.
I check the chimney and try and see how far I can climb up.
There's about maybe twice your height before you get to the metal door where the flue is. Seems to be on some sort of butterfly valve.
I try to pry open with my dagger.
Yeah, try as you might, there's no opening that's quite wide enough to even get the slip of a dagger in. It's surprisingly clean up here for a chimney that's been closed.
I poke my head in. How's it going?
We're trapped.
Told you.
Ow.
Bless you.
Sorry about that.
I think it's time to intimidate the barman.
Possibly.
You really want to try that?
No, not really.
I mean, Vampy over there, he said, well, people who antagonize the barman go poof. And I'm inclined to believe that part. How about this instead? Come on.
What?
I chuck the flute handle into the fireplace. And I will move over to the barman.
So we are going to the barman.
I put 5 silver on the counter. And I say, so, the information's a silver each, right?
That's one of
off.
your that's one of your coins.
Yep. Right, for the other 4. Can you tell us exactly what's going on?
I don't know. Seems like a slow day.
And there's nothing about the closing of entrances so you can't exit.
Listen, buddy, I don't know what you're talking about. Do you want to order something?
Hey, give me an apple juice. Put another silver on.
He pops the cork off the bottle, pours you a glass of amber juice, slides it to you.
I take it, sniff it, just make sure it's actually apple juice.
Smells like apple juice.
Take a sip.
Tastes like apple juice.
Not too bad.
Could you open the door?
Kind of
Put
busy.
another silver down.
Well, what if I pay you to open the door?
That's not my job.
Do you have a doormat?
What does this look like to you?
A
You're at it.
relative.
You're gonna need more silver now. It's quickly
Take
becoming
gold.
infuriating. He doesn't even acknowledge that you said that.
Right. Well, this is interesting. I'm gonna walk away. Because this man is obviously not all there.
Yeah, when you get back to the strangers, the dark-haired man has taken out what looks like a doctor's bag, and he has a couple like implements ready to go. Finely crafted syringe, glass vials, a pint container, vacuum sealed.
I think he's very serious about this pint of blood thing.
I mean, if he's been stuck here for 8 weeks, he's gonna need it by some point. And if he's in the same predicament as we are at the moment, well, let's just say I'm inclined to be helpful.
You do you.
Yep. Hey, come on, give me that.
He hands you the stuff for it, like an alcohol swab.
Yeah. Yeah, I like put it in myself. I've
Yeah,
probably been
the whole
around these
apparatus,
things once
because
or twice.
because the extraction is vacuum sealed, the blood just comes out, and it takes maybe 10 minutes. Automatically stops when it's at a pint. Takes it out, gives you a band-aid. He pours the medical thing into a glass, and then he throws all the medical stuff into the fireplace.
I use like a point of lay on hands to perk myself up again.
Yeah, and you feel fine. Tosses you a little bag that has 75 gold in it, and a couple small cookies.
Ooh, cookies.
That's a fair trade, I think.
It's important to keep the blood sugar up.
Yep, I know. Same with fighting. Always get a good meal before you fight.
Just out of character. This is a person Max would not accept any baked goods from.
Oh yeah, he does have a history of cannibalism.
Yeah.
Well, let's never mind that.
So, doctor, tell me, are you also stuck in this place, or you can leave anytime you want?
No, I'm just as trapped here as anybody else.
I wonder if the barman is trapped or if he just... I don't know.
He's always there as far as I can tell. Just standing there, polishing that glass.
He never leaves.
I'm
He
surprised
never
that
leaves.
the glass is like still a vessel.
He's been cleaning that same glass.
8 weeks straight.
He
As far
hasn't
as I
gone
can
to the
tell.
bathroom or anything.
No.
Okay, that... Oh, I have cookies.
I think he's just part of this place.
Should we go check upstairs?
Sure, let's do it.
Sure.
Stairs.
Alright, we're going for a bit of sightseeing. See you in a bit. I tell the strangers.
He's swirling the blood in the glass and just smelling it.
I'm just gonna keep my token straight for now.
Yeah. You head upstairs and you find all that you can see on the map. The windows are the same as downstairs. They're just curtains on, nothing.
Hmm.
The rooms seem well appointed enough. There are currently 4 baths drawn.
I just noticed something that is mildly disturbing.
What, that the
that?
bathroom's above the kitchen?
No, the fact that where the chimney is supposed to be, there is none.
That's also disturbing.
I think we should check everything.
I agree.
I'm gonna search all the crates and chests around here.
Yeah, the chests at the end of each bed just seem to have extra linens in them. The crates, the larger crates, seem to be empty, like a place where travelers could put their luggage.
I'm looking into the toilet.
Spotless.
I'm looking into the other toilet.
Still spotless.
Well, I don't think anyone's been using these. Or they have excellent mates.
I'm gonna go lift some carpets.
We should also do that downstairs.
Yeah, you look under the carpets and they're loose, they're not tacked down or anything, so they're pretty easy to move. And it's just hardwood floors.
How's this communal bathroom?
Selbus, you find a writing journal, and there seems to be many, many entries in different hands of people in various states of sanity, coming to terms with not being able to get out. You know, nothing that's very pleasant.
Do you have any dates?
Every once in a while. It seems in the later entries a lot of people just seem to forget what day it is. It seems to be over the past 70 years or so.
No, this is not good, guys.
I'm also starting to think that.
Yeah. Let's see here. Take a look in the journal.
Yeah, you find the same stuff that Selbus did.
Yeah, I'm gonna start looking for. I'm gonna look through the pages, like where it changes, and then I'm gonna look to see if there's later entries in the same hand that an earlier one was, but interrupted.
I mean, there are probably 60 to 70 different entries, so it's gonna take a few hours to go through them all.
Eh,
But
it's
you
not
can
like I
definitely
don't have
grab
time.
the book and
Yeah.
take it for now.
Is the bathwater warm?
Yeah, piping hot.
Ugh. Is there anything in the water?
No, it's crystal clear.
Ugh. I would also like to check under every single pillow and bed and blanket.
Under every pillow, you find a small chocolate candy for a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 27
take them
candies.
I take them all.
Other than that, it's standard fare. The strangest thing that any of you can notice is the weird lighting that this place is using. It's not using candles or torches, but these small glass instruments with some sort of glowing wire.
Oh, look at them. Do they look like they're magical, or do they look like they're some kind of gnomish invention?
And they do kind of look gnomish to you. Rock gnome.
I check one of the lights as well and see if I detect anything new.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
Poke it with your tiny fingers.
Well, it's hot, but you devised that the glass instruments can be unthreaded from the sockets, and when you do that, the lights go out.
Very interesting.
You have discovered light bulb.
Woohoo!
Out of character, I'm just wondering where the hell is he getting electricity from? In character, I'm just like, yeah, that's an interesting little invention.
It's bigger on the inside.
So we haven't talked to the quiet one. Should we go and talk to her and find out if she knows anything else?
I mean, sure.
Possibly. And probably like ask if there's a room she prefers. Because I think we are gonna be here for a while. So we might need to choose beds. Because I don't intend to stay downstairs this whole time. I need my privacy.
I'm just gonna take a seat at the neighboring table with the journals. Starting to read through them.
The two strangers are sitting there playing some sort of simple card game.
So, ma'am, sorry to interrupt your game, but what can you tell us about this place? Do you get stuck as long as your friend did? So 8 weeks?
Oh, yes, I intentionally lured him here.
You did?
Because he's a vampire.
Yeah, I'm a vampire hunter. I met this one 40 years ago when we were hunting a vampire together. And, well, things didn't turn out the way they should have.
Yesterday. And what, now you just keep him as a pet? Or babysit him?
Oh, I try to remind him of the wrongs he's done.
Oh, that's
It
delightful.
seems like death is too easy of a way out. I do intend to kill him, though.
I would imagine that there's also a bit of company to stave off insanity.
Yes, I mean, tactically, it was the only choice.
Huh.
She lays down a hand of cards, and the dark-haired man's like, "What? What?" Pushes over a pile of gold.
So, ma'am, let me get this straight. So you already knew this place was a trap. So you trapped yourself to trap the vampire. Why would you do that? And do you know why this place becomes a trap? Is it magical, dark magic? What is it?
Well, to be honest, I wasn't really sure before I came in here, since no one's ever really come back out of the ruins of Oakhurst. I trapped this one here because it's my responsibility.
How noble. What do you eat? Is there food?
I pay the barman to use the kitchen. It's quite well stocked.
Okay, but what happens when you run out of money?
I don't think I want to think about that.
This
Is
is
it-
delightful.
I hope you have
Is
a
it
lot
a
of
silver?
silver on you.
Hmm. I think I have
Everything's
about,
silver.
I imagine I have maybe, 10 silver left at most. Anyway, I'm reading through the book, so I'm out of service for for an hour or two. I'm trying to compare handwriting, trying to figure out clues, bits and pieces of a bit of everything.
So you mentioned that you had access to the kitchen. When you were in the kitchen, did you notice any places on the walls that might be like secret doors or any exits, or is everything's pretty solid?
Everything seems to be laid out quite normally. Don't think that one hasn't been tapping on walls for 8 weeks.
Well, this is interesting.
What about the barman? Is he always standing there? He doesn't move at all?
No, it's almost like a construct. And as she says that, you kind of think, yeah, he does kind of move like an automaton.
He doesn't seem like a person, and that's weird. I wonder what would happen if someone snuck up on him and stabbed him from the back.
Doesn't work. Seen people try it.
And they all died.
No,
Well, disappeared,
no,
moved.
no.
That says nothing.
The poofing usually doesn't come until later. And as she says that, you've scanned about halfway through, And like the first initial entrance into this log, they just kind of unravel. But halfway through, people start to kind of theorize or to leave different theories as to what makes this place tick. And you notice that they all start to become kind of obsessed with the addendum of the menu above the bar. Start suggesting ordering different things with knives.
Hmm.
Should we order everything with knives?
Hold on, I'm still going through.
Maybe it's a puzzle.
That's a possibility. I'm gonna go start going through this entire floor. And by the floor, I mean I'm going to inspect the floorboards.
Nail by nail.
Yup.
Okay, that will be 1,500 investigation checks, please. Hey, we can play as much Dungeons and Dragons as you want.
I'm going to make one.
There isn't even a creaky floorboard that you can notice.
Okay, this floor is way too perfect. I have a crowbar. Can I try to pry one floorboard? Up, out, remove it.
Yeah, if you're using a tool, that is an athletics check with advantage.
Dun, 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 dun. What the hell did my sheet just do?
I'll accept it. Yeah, you pry a floorboard off, and it comes out, nails and all. You look, there's a small space in between the floor and what appears to be the basement ceiling.
And it's probably very empty and there's nothing in there.
No, there isn't even cobwebs, and this is in between the floorboards.
Okay. Can I put my foot in there and just stomp a little?
Yeah,
How solid does it feel?
it feels about as solid as the floor. Just about 15 centimeters lower.
Is there anything I can remove or break with my crowbar or bar?
You could try to get between another board, and that would be another athletics check with advantage. Okay, so here's what happens. You jam the crowbar into a floorboard, and you pry it up, and it pops, but half the board kind of breaks, but it comes free, and you're looking down, and there's just this dark hole, and then suddenly I'm going to need a dexterity saving throw as a skeletal hand just reaches through from the blackness, just trying to grab at anything it can. It grabs you by the face and tries to pull you through the hole. But the hole's not quite big enough for your whole body. So you're currently sticking head first into the floor.
A little help here!
I grabbed onto Jasper and tried to help her out.
Ow. That phone.
Sorry.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
I'm gonna like flip the book upside down and start moving towards Jasper.
Yeah, everything is fine except the skeleton hand in my face.
Yeah. So I guess we're gonna have to roll initiative. So give me one moment.
Against the skeleton hand. I'm scared.
Okay, everybody can roll initiative. And Bunny, you do that by... Oh, never mind. Unless they fixed it so you don't have to click your token first.
I'm gonna guess she already had it since she's been moving around. Also them rolls.
I think we win.
We win D&D.
Woo.
So, okay, Selbus, it is your turn. Jasper is currently like an ostrich in the floor.
So I'm trying to pull her out of that hole as fast as possible with all my strength.
Okay. You can get a hand on her, and that will give her advantage when she does her escape check on her turn.
Oh no.
So you grab an ankle and start pulling. Thurman.
Yeah, my question was, I was going to do the same thing, but I am actually strong enough to probably lift her bodily out of it.
Probably. So you want to just like straight up lift her?
Yeah, just pull her out completely. Like grab her by the hips or something, just pull. I mean, it's probably the best grip I get, but without grabbing on your clothes.
Yeah, that's an opposed strength check.
Alright, not strength athletics?
No, just straight up strength.
Of course I roll shit.
So you go to grab her and you start pulling and you pull the skirt right off.
Oops.
Oh my.
Rude. Well, good thing I also have pants.
Exactly.
So yeah,
The skirt is just for decoration.
I hold the skirt and like, whoops. And I guess that's my turn.
Skeleton attempts to pull Jasper in more. So Selbus, I need a strength check. Oh wow. It's you plant your ankles and you pull at that perfect angle and it's just like a perfect lock.
And on to the rescue.
Low center of gravity.
Yep.
None of this has felt very good on Jasper's neck.
Nope.
Jasper, it's your turn.
I would like to try and pull myself out of this. Like, if at all possible,
Yeah, it's an escape
hold my hand
DC
up.
of 15.
Now, would it? Is
You
this
have
athletics?
advantage. Escape is acrobatics or
Yeah.
athletics.
I'm gonna do acrobatics. I'm better than that. Okay,
Yep, you
yeah.
made the DC 15. So you squirm and you twist your whole body, and you like pivot your ankle around where Selbus is holding you, and you just come free, and the skeleton grabs a couple more times, and then the hand just goes back in, and the boards, like the broken part, gets sucked into the hole and then mends, and then the board that you'd torn up just slides back into place, clinks back down.
Were there any mirrors upstairs?
No.
Shit. I probably have a mirror actually.
I actually wanted to like try and grab the arm as it was searching for something. Like grab it by the wrist so it can't grab me, but I have a sturdy hold on it. But I guess it's too late.
Sadly.
I ran into the corner and checked my face. In secret. Is my face okay?
No. There's like a big handprint. It almost looks like Mad Max paint right now.
Oh god. Well, I guess I'm running upstairs.
Okay, and as Jasper runs upstairs, I'm gonna take our first short bio.
Yep.
So if anybody wants to go to the bathroom, get a drink.
I want to do both.
Yep. BRB.
Tomato!
I like cherry tomatoes.
I like most kinds of tomatoes. But cherry tomatoes are actually the best, probably.
I agree.
They're also a convenient size.
Yeah, no more cutting.
Yeah.
I hope I'm doing all right.
say so.
It definitely helps to have all your character sheet right next to you, and then you can click on things and roll the dice. Because when I play D&D in person, you know, I'm like, which dice is it? D6, D20? I don't know. I don't know.
Yep. It also helps that it does the math for you.
Yes.
Math is not fun for me.
Yeah, I have the same problem. I just, especially when we're in the middle of a fight and I need to do math as soon as possible. Like, I was 1 and 5 and 6. I don't know.
In a beck, and I has cat.
Yay! Don't eat the cat.
Why would I eat the cat?
I don't know, this was to get food or drink or...
Have drink. I always have drink. I don't think I've ever run out of cola since I moved.
Well... Ow. My cat is staring at me.
It's me. It's me.
She's too far away to be petted.
Come, my minion, pet me. Stop what you're doing and pet me.
She's such a wonderful round shape nowadays.
Fluffy kitty.
Yes, Max's cat is very floofy.
Yes, the floofiest and softest. I have a spoon on my desk. I don't know why.
Alternatively, there is no spoon.
I hear a spoon.
Ow. I tapped my face with the spoon. I don't know why I did that.
Oops.
It felt relaxing when I did it, but now it feels weird.
For some reason, it's started making me think of salad fingers. I like it when the red water comes out.
The cookies I bought, and have right now, they are quadruple chocolate cookies.
Yummy.
Not double chocolate, not triple chocolate, quadruple. Quadruple. No, that's not how you say the word. But yeah. They are very, very chocolatey. I haven't tasted them yet. I'm scared.
Mom, I'm scared.
Cherry tomatoes are wonderful. So I hope
Alright.
everybody had a productive break.
I forgot to make coffee, but that's about it. I have cola, so I'll be fine.
It's
That's
a good
funny
cookie.
because I got cola.
It's a good cookie. Tastes like brownie.
Anyway, bringing us back. I'm going to go grab the journal. Just use my thumb as a bookmark. Pick it up and hold it in one hand, hold Jasper's skirt in the other one, and then walk after her. Like, oi, Jasper!
Just a second. Is my face fixed?
Give me a disguise kit check.
Dun, dun, dun. Do I add anything except my proficiency?
You should be proficient in it.
Yeah, I am proficient, but
I
Like-
believe a standard check for it is intelligence.
okay. That's my weakest stand. Think I'm fine.
Perfect.
Okay.
That's 10 points higher than you needed.
Oh, my skirt. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. You dropped this.
Yep, I did. I put it back on.
Are you fine?
Yep, I'm totally and perfectly fine, and nothing is wrong. Except we are stuck. And apparently there are skeletons in the basement.
20 insight.
Gosh darn it.
Jasper's a strange person. That's your current feeling.
Should I roll against that?
I mean, I feel it's only proper.
Shit. I'm rolling it like this. Shit. Well, everything is fine except we are trapped in this as.
Jasper's a weird person, and she's a couple shades different than she normally is.
Right.
Yeah, everything's fine. Let's just go back downstairs and maybe break some more floorboards, not get.
Can you wait until I finish this? And I wave the book in front of her.
Fine, I suppose I can do that.
It's only gonna be another hour or so. Alright, let's go back.
Selbis,
Yes.
would you like to look for private possessions of people who have been here?
Oh, speaking of that, hey, you two. What's your names, by the way? Or should I just call you Vampy and Horny?
I like those names.
I tried to keep a straight face, but I failed miserably.
Well, my name's Lyodon. This one is, Surma.
Lyodon and Sturma. Gotcha. Much better than Vampy and Horny. Which sounds slightly suggestive.
You don't say.
Hey, what can I say? I'm a fun guy. Yeah, Christian. You've seen others enter. Have you seen any of them die? like from starvation or whatever.
No, they all kind of get caught up in that thing's puzzle, whatever it is.
Hmm.
Has anyone ever tried this floorboard thing before?
Nope, that was the first time for me.
Did you see the skeleton hand?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start sleeping on the ceiling, to tell you the truth.
Oh, okay. That's that's the thing I was going to ask. Where are you sleeping?
Points up.
Like, are you using a bed?
Don't need one.
Is she using a bed?
Don't ask her.
Are you using a bed?
Yeah, I'm using one of the cots in the common room.
Okay.
Interesting. I say as I go back to the book. Oh, yes, also, before I forget, Divine Sense. I want to see if I can send the lingering presence of undeath under the floorboards.
Honestly, the Divine Sense, it's just like the sensors shorting out.
That
Right.
sounds nice.
It's just like you get this really ominous feeling of evil, and then nothing. Which is disturbing in itself.
Mm.
That's.
This
No.
place really gives me the creeps. And that coming from a guy like Tormin is something. Is really something
Yeah.
for Furman. I'm still torn if it's Forman or Tormin. I think it's Tormin. That's more Elvish.
Well, Tormin, after about another 45 minutes of reading, you come to the conclusion that the answer is ordering certain beverages with knives, and you're not sure what that means. But the final entry that really seems to make any sense at all says that you should start with the milk.
Hmm.
Do we find any personal possessions of people who have been here but are not here anymore?
No.
I'm gonna just take a look at the board on the wall. Is there still daggers stuck in it?
No, I mean, there isn't a dagger in the board. It's just like a chalkboard.
No. This one.
Oh, that board. Yeah. There are daggers in that board.
Alright. I'm just gonna ask you too. Anyone ever played with the dart board?
Not really my game.
Just sort of asking because, knives, daggers, dartboard, bullseye, puzzles, shit like that.
The dark-haired man's looking at you, and he has this really fancy fork that he's kind of twiddling between his fingers. And when I say fancy, I mean this thing looks like it's made out of electrum with rubies in it.
Hmm.
And he kind of flicks that behind his shoulder, and it lands directly on the center of the bullseye.
Nice shot.
Nice fork.
Yes, they were.
They were?
Nice shot and a nice fork, I guess.
Looks like
Look.
that. Sorry. Go ahead, Benny.
I look at the fork and how shiny it is. Can I keep it?
I mean, it's right there. It's just sticking out a corkboard.
I grab it and take it.
You get one jeweled electrum fork. It doubles as a dagger.
Shiny!
Probably worth quite a bit.
Out of character. What's the name of the quiet stranger again? Sarama?
Surma.
I'd like to ask her, do you have any magic spells, or have you tried any magic spells in this place?
I haven't seen the need.
So you haven't tried anything?
I'm content.
Okay. Should I try something?
It wouldn't hurt.
I will try to cast Mage Hand.
You do that.
It works?
There's a little ethereal magic hand. Kind of looks like a Mickey Mouse glove.
Except it matches my hair.
Yeah.
How does one spell the other one's name?
Liadon.
Alright, so just like it sounds. Gotcha. Well, seems the others that have been here have come to the conclusion that just ordering shit with knives is the way to go. But the floorboards intrigue me somehow.
That's probably because there was a skeleton hand.
Yes. Also, this place.
It fixed itself.
Yes. Do you want to try again?
Do you want to try again? I think you're stronger. Here's a crowbar.
Right.
Just be careful and don't let a skeleton hand grab your face.
Actually, hey, Vampy. Lay dead. Sorry.
Liadon.
Yes. You're not dead. Why don't you give it a try? Maybe the hand won't grab you.
People that start messing with stuff seem to die, and I'm pretty fond of living.
You're not living.
Close as I'll get.
I take out my daggers and say, I'll watch your back.
Alright. Oh, I'm gonna pry. I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna pry some floorboard open.
Should we do this right here?
Okay, actually, I'm gonna go behind, like here, where the barman can't see.
That sounds like a
Just
very
sitting
good
there polishing the glass.
Yeah, you never know.
So you go to strike down with the crowbar this time, and it deflects off the floor, and there's a visible spark, almost as if the floor was made out of some sort of metal.
Ow! Okay,
I'm gonna do something weird and disgusting, and you're not to judge me. I'm gonna lick the floor.
Tastes like wood.
Okay, it's still wood.
I'm just gonna tap the floor with the crowbar. Does it sound wooden or metallic?
Sounds wooden.
I lay the crowbar with the edge on between one of the floorboards, and I stomp on it.
Please don't kill my crowbar.
The edge of the crowbar chips off.
You killed my crowbar.
Whoops.
I guess we're gonna order milk with knives.
Yep.
Do you think one will be enough, or should we get 3?
I mean, it said start with milk with knives.
I'll go get one.
Think we should all be there. Hold on. I follow after her before she gets too far.
Hello. Again. A milk with knives, please. And I give him a silver.
Yeah, very meticulously, with one hand, he slides the silver into his register, and with the other hand, he takes out empty glass. He pours it about 2/3 full of milk. He reaches down, he pulls out what looks like a simple metal knife, dips it in what looks like some flour, and then kind of measures it out on the knife, dumps that into the milk, stirs it with a knife, and hands you the drink with the knife still in it.
Thanks. Weirdo. Okay.
Is there anything else on the... what other things can you order? More work for Toad.
Oh, I had this list typed up already.
Oh, good.
Okay, let's see. The list starts out.
Can you just post the list for simplicity?
And everything comes with the option of having it with knives.
Oh. There's low-fat chocolate milk. What milk did we get?
Whole.
Okay.
That's the
Oh, I
milk
went-
you got. You only paid for the one.
Yeah. There's butter.
Well, it is a farming community.
No, but it's just butter.
Yep. With a knife.
Okay. Should we go sit on a table and investigate this?
Hold on. How about we also get... let's see here, what's the progression? Oh yes, so we got whole milk, then we get one light cream, one medium cream, one heavy cream, and then one butter, all with knives.
I don't understand your logic here, but sure.
How many
Milk?
drinks was that?
That's 1, 2, 3, 4 at more, so
So that's 8 silver.
yes. And then we turn it into, and then one more to turn it into cottage cheese.
Oh, I mean, cottage cheese is on the menu.
Yes. I'm doing the progression of milk, stir it, turn it to cream, then you stir it some more, and it becomes whipping cream, and then you stir it some more, it becomes heavy cream, then you stir it some more, it becomes butter, and then you use the butter to make cheese.
Very scientific.
Can I investigate the knife and see if there's anything special about it?
It just looks like a simple knife made out of a single ingot of steel or iron, I guess. It's quite sharp, but
Well-
quite simple to make.
Did he dip all of the knives in something?
Yes. They were all dipped into a powder.
Is
Yeah.
still flour?
It's a flowery white substance.
Is there any of it left in any of the knives?
No, not really. When you pull the knives out, they seem to be quite stainless.
Are all the knives exactly the same?
Yeah.
Like exactly.
Oh, there's minor differences, but they all seem to be of the same style.
So it's not that creepy.
I give him another silver and say, what's the white powder?
Knives?
I give him another silver and say, what's the knives?
Knives is the powder.
Can I take a look at the powder?
We're
Can
rapidly
sell you a
running out
gram of it
silver.
for 1 silver.
Okay.
He hands you a small tin about the size of a large coin.
I have the powder.
Alright. And now we have several drinks with knives. Well, the butter isn't much of a drink.
Yeah, I wouldn't suggest drinking the cottage cheese.
So should we drink the milk or how do I identify a white powder without a lab?
Usually a pinky.
Get some on your long fingernail. No one got the crack joke.
Well, no, because I already made it. I mean, not quite to the point of talking about solidified cocaine, but
Yeah, I wouldn't want to taste this thing quite yet.
yeah,
I mean-
as an agent of espionage, you know that there are some poisons where it doesn't take very much poison.
Have the vampire try it.
I,
Knives is a little sweet for my taste.
have you been drinking the knives?
No, I don't really need it.
Could you taste a bit of it for us? Just you don't have to swallow, just taste.
Just
Okay.
a little bit.
He licks his finger and he dips a bit of it in like a fun stick, and then he rubs it against his gums real quickly. He's like, yeah, seems to be the real stuff.
So,
What stuff would that be?
Knives.
What is knives?
Knives is a powerful hallucinogen, sir.
Right.
are you hallucinating right now?
I feel a little tingly.
Okay.
What if we try the powder and the milk on one of the door that's shut? I wonder if maybe it'll open it.
Sure. It's a better idea than what we have had so far.
Yep.
So, I mean, there isn't much in a 1 gram container. Are you just gonna take it and throw it at the door?
No. The already prepared milk that we have.
Okay, so you take your glass of milk and you throw it against the door, and it splashes, and it just runs down, starts to seep into the carpet. Looks like it's gonna leave a pretty bad milk stain.
Does it make squishy sounds when you step on it?
Temporarily, yes.
Yay.
Open the door.
And there's still a wall behind it. Although there's like a couple places in the cracks of the door where the milk splashed through that are running down now.
How about you rub the butter on the wall?
Actually, I have a better idea first. You're gonna take the whipped cream with the dagger in it and the knives in it. I'm gonna walk over to the fireplace and chuck it in. Then take a step back.
Hisses
I-
and boils and then burns. Smells pretty sweet.
Yeah,
you
I
know,
don't
like
want to be.
burning sugar.
I don't want to be close enough to where I can smell it strongly.
Yeah, but nonetheless, the smell of burnt sugar emanates through the place now.
Well, that didn't work.
Barman. Give me another milk with knives.
Slide him another silver, and he repeats almost, well, exactly the movements he did before. Where in one hand he takes the coin, the other hand he puts out the glass, starts pouring the milk, takes out the knife, dips it in the powder, stirs the milk, slides
I
the
drink
milk to
all
you.
of the milk. All of the milk. I drink it.
Okay.
What are you doing?
It tastes like a really good vanilla milkshake. Very malty. And it settles into your stomach, and you just feel a nice warm sensation.
was reckless.
Jasper, try to open the wall. I mean, maybe you can open it now.
Okay, I'm gonna try to open the door/wall.
Yeah, as you walk away from the bar, you notice it's suddenly very hard to stay up. It's almost like the whole building's rocking, as if a great ship is on the ocean.
Okay,
So
we're
you start to stagger.
we're on a boat now.
Is she actually like swaying back and forth?
Yeah, and as she says that, she slurs and hiccups a little bit.
You're all right there, Jasper.
Nope.
Still think you should try. Come on,
Yeah.
I'll like guide her towards the wall.
Can you hold me up?
Sure.
Open
Guide
the
her
door.
towards the door, and she opens it, and it's still the blank wall. And she finds this quite hilarious.
It's still a wall.
All right, go on. Let's have a seat. I pull her down to the nearest table.
Does everything look normal?
Everything looks normal, but suddenly you can hear a faint sound of music.
Okay, guys, I hear music.
Okay.
Where's it coming from?
You would roughly estimate it to be in the center of your heart.
Oh, it's coming.
Not your
from
physical heart, your metaphysical heart.
my. Still, that's like. I think it's in my head, maybe.
I like to use a perception check to see if she's been poisoned.
That would actually be a medicine check.
I think I feel poisoned.
Oh, that's low.
Yeah, it's enough though. Her eyes are completely dilated, and she seems to be reacting to stimulus that aren't quite there.
All right. Well, that's best thing I can say is sit. Let's sit here and watch.
I'm already sitting.
Oh, I didn't mean you.
Oh,
Yeah,
Can we
Jasper.
try- I was gonna
Jasper.
suggest to use one of the knives to try to open the wall or destroy the wall.
You do that. I'll keep an eye on Jasper.
Okay.
I'm slapping your face with mage hand.
I'm like catching it every now and then. Just
That's hilarious.
I'm just like listening to her, watching her if she has any sort of reactions or says something that sounds prophetic, I guess.
She just seems to be in a general jovial mood.
I think we should try the floor again, and then we should try upstairs again.
Up with you like that.
I'm fine.
Really?
Yeah.
Stand on one leg.
Which one?
Whichever one you want.
Am I doing it?
Acrobatics check. just immediately fall off the chair. You don't even like make the attempt to stand up, you just fall off the chair.
I try to catch her.
I would like to crawl towards the squishy carpet.
So Thorum catches you and you start moving towards the carpet.
What are you doing, Jasper?
It's squishy!
Yes, it's milk. The cart tends to get that way.
We did that.
Yes. Come on. I lift her up and sit her down again. I know you're having fun. But please, this situation is not for playing around with.
Can I look at the book?
Sure. Like, give her
Thanks.
the journal.
I look at the book. Literally, I look at the cover of the book.
Do you know how to read?
Yes.
I open the book. First page.
Jasper, you look at the book and it has your most darkest personal secret written on the front page.
Holy shit! I close it.
What?
You read this?
Yes.
Shit.
What?
I'm gonna need you to forget everything you read in here.
Of course not.
But
That's
this,
important information.
it's pretty personal stuff.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Thorum, you know of no mention of anything that resembles anything that would be personal information.
Yeah, I know. I'm acting this out. It's just ramblings and people making guesses.
I'm gonna open the book again and read the first sentence again.
It's the meanest thing anyone has ever said to you.
That's just rude. It changed. Now it's mean.
What did it say?
I don't wanna look at it anymore. I'm sad. Can I have more knives?
Nope. In fact, I take the tin from her. All right. How's Kelbis doing?
I'm still trying to attack the wall with the knives. Has anything changed?
Your knife has gotten sharper. But no, for some reason it only seems to leave scratches.
Are you sure you don't want to drink something with knives?
Not yet.
How about the butter with knives?
No, I don't want to eat that.
I kinda want to eat that.
You're not gonna.
Why? I'm hungry.
Here, have beef jerky.
Can I put butter on it?
Nope. You'll
Fine.
eat it and be happy.
I eat the beef jerky.
Although you suddenly feel like Thorum's oppressing you.
Oh, help! He's oppressing me.
I have another idea. I don't know if this is gonna work. So I grab one of the knives that the barman gave us, and I get a scoop of butter on it, and then I use my own dagger to prick my finger and and drop a couple blood on the knife, and then try it on the wall again.
Yeah, where you prick your finger, it doesn't actually hurt. There seems to be a moderate sedative effect. And you smear blood on the wall.
This is normal.
Any luck?
There is blood on the wall. But
that's
no
so
luck.
pretty painting.
Well, this is getting us nowhere.
I think we've been here forever.
Nope. I don't think so.
I think we were born here.
I think you need some sleep.
I think you are asleep.
I might be. This is just a bad nightmare.
What's a good nightmare?
Oh, the one where you get retribution in the end.
I don't know what that is.
Oh. Your common is worse than I thought. Anyway.
Mage hand.
Well. I suppose none of you two have seen something like this going on before. Surma, Leodon.
New to me. Wish I knew the trick so I could leave. That would be mighty nice.
Has anyone else had knives before?
A couple people. They usually get pretty silly and then go to bed. Sometimes they wake up, sometimes they're just gone.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna go to bed. Don't let me go to bed.
I mean, if that gets any worse, you're gonna fall asleep no matter what.
Thurman, maybe we need to take turns, and you can watch her for a few hours, and then I'll release you, and then watch for the rest of the night.
She is already snoring.
Well, I think it's best if we just sleep in the tavern area for the moment. Well, take a seat, have a rest. I'll sit here. I'm used to guard duty. I'll poke you in a few hours.
Deal.
Yeah, so about 3 hours goes by. Jasper doesn't wake up. You poke Selbus, and you make the switch over. And another 3 hours goes by. Jasper doesn't wake up.
Oh no!
Do the switch off again. Jasper still isn't awake. The strangers have played quite a few hands of cards by now, and the quiet one is going into the kitchen to make breakfast.
So you two ever sleep?
I slept for a couple hours.
Oh, I'm a dead or two.
Every few days, the quiet one says. And the loud one says, I'll sleep when I'm dead.
You are dead. Anyway, okay.
That's racist.
You're not a race.
That's even more racist.
Alright, I'm gonna lift Jasper up. Just, like, do a quick checkup on her. Slap her on the cheek a couple of times. Does she wake up?
No.
Alright, I will... I will use my lay on hands to neutralize one poison on her.
It has no effect.
No. Do I have any dreams?
Not that we can talk about right this moment.
I decide to check all the walls, doors, and windows again, see if a different time of day makes it any difference.
Yep. Although about a quarter of a day has passed and the quiet stranger appears to be making breakfast, there is no change in the doors or windows.
Alright. Well, I think if she doesn't wake up in another, I would say, 6 hours, maybe that's the way to go. Seems to be the only denominator.
Well, according to the vampire, it seems like whenever somebody drinks or tries to attack the barman, they just disappear. So maybe we just need to keep an eye on Jasper and make sure that doesn't happen to her.
I mean, if you just disappear, that might just mean that you've been taken to another place, and maybe that place makes more sense. Because all I'm seeing here is the fact that the knives seems to be the only common denominator with everything. And I don't like that, because I'd like to have a grasp on my own mind. But if that's the way to go, then that's the way to go. I mean, I don't want us to be stuck here for weeks.
Am I allowed to follow Saruman into the kitchen?
Yeah, you can do that. She has her spear set to the side, and she seems to be putting some sort of biscuit on the griddle and some sort of meat patty. Yes, was there anything you wanted?
I wanted to take a closer look in the kitchen and see if I can find anything that's behind the barman that he might be hiding.
So you're scrounging through the pantry. Give me an investigation check.
that's awful.
You open up a small cupboard and like maybe 3 dozen large potatoes start to roll out. And then behind those potatoes there is a tiny bunny that just like hops out and then hops away towards the common area. Because reasons.
I go after the bunny.
Bunny!
When you go out to the common room, you can see that the man calling himself a doctor is holding the little bunny up by the scruff of the neck. Just contemplating it. Friend of yours.
Don't kill it. Give it back.
He hands it to you.
I check the bunny and see if it's a real bunny or just something else.
It's a real bunny. The floof is all real.
Aw.
Floof is alive.
Maybe the bunny can find its way out of here. I'll take it upstairs to the second floor and release it there.
I'm just keeping an eye on Jasper.
So where are you releasing it?
I release it right in the corridor.
Yeah, it just, it does a couple laps up and down the hall. Like forward, backward, and eventually just kind of stops at your feet.
Go, bunny, find the exit.
Nuzzles your shoe.
Oh, you're too cute. Not very useful, but very cute. So I'll grab the bunny and start petting it.
The bunny is petted.
I'll go back downstairs and check on Jasper.
Jasper is still snoring face down on a table.
I'm having the time of my life. Snoring.
Should we poke her with one of the knives? Maybe the knife will wake her up.
I don't know. Honestly, nothing here makes sense.
I'll do it. I grab one of the knives and poke her and try to scratch her slightly on the hand and see if that wakes her up.
Scratcher and the red welt just appears on her hand. Starts beating up with little droplets of blood. She then uses that hand to scratch her nose and leaves a big blood smear on her face.
I look at the vampire and say, don't even think about it.
Take advantage of a sleeping lady. I'd never.
Good.
He has morals. Surprising.
I take out like some bit of cloth. Just try to stop the bleeding. So, I mean, it's gonna stop by itself, but just wipe it off and stuff like that. Make sure it won't get infected.
Are you wiping the blood off her face?
Yes.
Shit.
As you're wiping the blood off her face, it's almost like you think you might be hurting her because the skin color is changing so rapidly Like, you assume it's a rash, but then you realize that there's actually paint on her face.
I know what makeup is, okay?
Yeah, but this is pretty serious makeup, because as you wipe it away... Jasper, what color are you?
Bright orange yellow? Or yellowy orange?
So this quite vibrant pigment skin is underneath.
Yep.
Hmm.
And as you continue to clean off your face, it becomes readily apparent that this person is in no way an elf.
Right. Well, I'm gonna start, like, seeing what else bitch she's been keeping from us.
What is she?
Well, I guess they're gonna be rifling through your pockets. So, what do you got, Jasper? Come on.
Okay. What do I have with me? Let's see. I have actually quite a lot of different types of clothes in my bag. Also disguise kit, candles, and a tambourine.
Mustaches, wigs, you name it.
Is the hair she has unreal?
Nope.
Gonna take it off, put it to the side. What's your real hair color?
Dark red, like really dark reddish brown.
Right.
And also I don't know how closely you're inspecting the hair.
I mean, I'm trying to discern what you are.
Well, there are also a little tiny stubs on my forehead.
Hmm.
Some pretty substantial scalpel scarring too, but it's under the closely cropped hair, I imagine.
So once I've gotten all of her all of her stuff off, what do I essentially see, like, tiefling?
Yeah, you're like, it's a tiefling, but the horns have been removed, and you're assuming that the tail has been too.
Hmm.
I looked through some of her belongings and recognized some of the items that were in her bag, and then moved to the corner and saying nothing.
There's a small book that reads Harper's Field Guide.
Of course there is.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look her over, make sure that she hasn't tried doing this herself. I'm actually more worried about her health than anything.
I mean, aside from the obvious mutilations, she seems to be in pretty good health. I mean,
Yeah.
as far as you can gauge for a person that's yellow with red hair.
Can I figure out what type of tiefling she is?
That would be a nature check, I believe. And say it's a DC 12.
Yep. Hey.
I don't fucking know.
You're, it's like you're like, this is a tiefling, but I've never seen this maker model.
Well, I don't see short fur on her, so she's not a Rakshasa.
Nope.
You don't have black eyes, right?
Nope. They're just normal.
Right. You have horns, so you're. I'm going through like every mutation of the tieflings in my head. You're probably a demon or devil spawn, I'd say. Just oddly colored.
Mhm.
Right. Well, when we see her again, we gotta ask her about that.
If she's a demon, how come she couldn't detect that there was some dark magic going on here? Unless she knew about it and didn't tell us.
Did your new employer lure you here?
She's not a full demon. She's a tiefling. She's far removed.
I see.
Yes. It's like I'm not full elf. Pretty much the same thing, except maybe less so.
Yeah, and the quiet stranger is clearly a tiefling, but she has full horns and a tail.
Yeah. Tiefling doesn't mean jack shit, basically. It's just, you were born as a spawn of some kind, so what? Well, let's give her a few more hours. As I put on her wig again, try to fit it as best I can, which is probably not very well.
No, it's all crooked. And her makeup's like completely smudged. Obviously.
Hi.
I take some my like spare. I take up like a small drinking flask, put some whiskey on a rag, so wiping her off properly so she doesn't look like shit. I know how pernickety women can be.
Let me try. I grab one her makeup kit and try to fix her makeup and her hair.
Sure. But yes. Well, you have several hours to do it, so. Because as I said, if she hasn't woken up in like 6 hours, then we should probably just do what she did.
Yeah, it's gonna be the full 6 hours that she's just asleep. The stranger gives you guys breakfast and then lunch. Make sure to pay the barman. Well, she makes sure to pay the barman.
All right. I
do-
say.
I was wondering if this is like the Alice in Wonderland story. Sorry. If you eat something that makes you sleepy and then you eat something else and wakes you up.
How are you gonna eat something while you're sleeping?
Force it on someone.
Oh, they did say that some who take it and fall asleep disappear. I am hoping that those that they didn't disappear just because they died, but they disappeared because they were taken somewhere else. So that might be the key. So I say you go pick up 2 more whole milks with knives. We move Jasper with us up to one of the larger beds, and we just take it, or lock the room, take it, and see what happens. If we don't wake up, we don't wake up. It's not like we're gonna escape here from here anywhere. Anyway,
I'm not too sure about this idea, but I guess we have no other choice.
I mean, either we're too stupid to understand the puzzle, or it's just, eh.
Batman, 2 more whole milks with knives, please. And I give him two silver dollars or coins, sorry.
He nods. He hands you the drinks, knives included.
I take Jasper upstairs. We'll just use the fine room. Lock it properly. Oh, and I say to Leonin and Surma, well, don't come looking for us. And good luck.
Yeah, he's like, Leiden's best of luck, and as you go upstairs, he's like 5 to 1 that they're all dead by morning. And you hear the quiet stranger go, I'll take that. So you guys lock yourself into the master suite, and you proceed. Are you just gonna down your milks?
Yeah, I'm just gonna be sitting on the bed. Gonna be sit on the other side. And then in 3, 2, 1, we drink at the same time. Yeah, at same point.
Okay, so you guys drink these milks, and for cinematic purposes, it's like there's a bass drop, and then we go into like a hangover montage, where you're just doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
Like clicking the floor, though
Yeah.
I was actually completely sober when I did that.
And everything eventually starts to blur and fade to black. And that's when you hear the barkeeper's voice. I remember a group kinda like you. Used to come in here ordering their milk with their knives.
Am I also present?
Whatever happened to them? I believe they went down to Oakhurst. Went looking for a fool treasure. Yeah, you're hearing this, by the way.
What's happening?
You all wake up and you're on a pinnacle spire in a vast, vast cavern. You have all your belongings. Next to you, there is currently a pile of rope that seems to be growing. And as you look up, there just seems to be rope that's falling, as though it's been cut from quite a high distance.
Huh.
And the rope just continues to pile up and pile up. And that's where we're gonna take our second bio break.
Yay, I was just going to suggest it.
How long have I been here?
Did she just wake up as we woke up?
Yeah.
So is she undisguised?
She's fully disguised.
I did a good job.
Alright, Birby.
Yep.
Me.
Hello.
See, I put on coffee, so in a few minutes I'll be popping off again for half a minute. Guess it. Also, people seem to like Jasper.
Cool.
Sadly, Peanut Butter Babe has gone, but yeah, so I have to go. But y'all are awesome. Jasper is definitely my favorite.
Yay! I'm someone's favorite.
Yeah, I can understand it, that reasoning. I may be a bit boring being the voice of reason.
There's nothing boring about being a voice of reason.
Eh. Dum dum twiddly dee bum bum ba da ba bum. I don't know. I just feel like singing. Oh, then again, I always feel like singing.
Yep, that's not new.
Excitement and bounds, I barely can't wait. Relax, I don't want your baby, I already ate. But I do tend to generally bleep, because I don't know what this H channel is.
This is a mature channel.
Oh, right. So I could even sing Slaughter Your World, although I don't know that one properly. Ooh, coffee's done.
That was quick.
It's just a kettle of hot water and fast coffee.
Fair enough. Hello, Floop.
Floof! Yeah, I'm back. Hey.
I figured you were back when you said Floop.
We need intermission music. Let's see, what should I do? Max, give me something.
I don't know. Anything Disney. That didn't narrow it down at all.
No. Considering the amount of Disney songs I know. Although a lot of them I need the backing music for to even be able to sing. And most of them are in Swedish, so people
We have
will just
intermission
be-
music, damn it.
Well, we can't hear it. Oh god, I don't even know if I can do Let It Go. First of all, I don't know the lyrics. I haven't
Second
seen
of
the
all,
movie.
will your character survive it?
What?
Nothing.
I have a feeling someone doesn't like Let It Go.
I don't know what you're talking about. Shall we continue?
Yes.
Sure.
Yep.
Quick question. Did did the tripping balls count as a long rest?
Yes, it did.
Yay!
That's the best question ever.
That's gonna be the new slogan for this show.
Also, as you all come to and get to your feet, you feel a little bit stronger. As if
Oh.
a second level stronger.
Oh! Sweet!
Woo!
Thank god this is 5th edition.
Yeah, we're using the milestone system, so don't worry about tracking experience.
I figured. Well, let's see here. I think all I gotta do is pretty much just set my level to 2. Because I am not multi-classing for a while.
So while you are all dealing with that, you find yourself standing on a sandy ledge that overlooks a subterranean gulf of darkness.
That's nice.
Sprawling out to the west, you can see the ruins of what appears to be some sort of subterranean fortress. Large boulders and rubble obscure quite a lot of your view. Rough-hewn stairwell zigs and zags down the side of the ledge, descending into the darkness. Selbus, you feel a rustling in your pocket, and the little bunny pokes its head out.
Bonnie, you're still here!
How does that thing fit in your pocket? I mean,
It's not that big, even.
you have very tiny pockets. It's like a palm-sized bunny.
It's a teacup bunny.
Cute.
So there's a rope, a cut rope on the floor, right?
Well, there's the end of a rope, and it's continually spooling, because as you look above you into the darkness, which seems to just go on and on, you can see that the rope leads that way, but it's rapidly falling, as though it's not connected to anything. Or whatever it's connected to is falling.
Using my dark vision skill, I explore the room and see if I find anything else.
No, what you're standing on right now, and you can see it in its entirety, is just this ledge that looks like there used to be a stairway that continued to lead up, but at some point, the stairway was destroyed, and you can see pieces of the ruins far below you. You assume you must have gotten down by the rope, but you can't remember climbing.
Okay, what the heck is happening? Where are we?
The little bunny starts squeaking, but Selbus hears, "Oh, I'm sorry. This must be so strange for you all."
And where the hell did that bunny come from?
Selbus, when you look down, the voice is coming out of the bunny.
It talks! Oh my god, you can talk!
Squeaks.
Everyone else just hears squeaking.
Sure
Yeah.
you're not so high?
We are pretty high up.
Yes,
Yes.
I'm sorry, I don't have much time. I'm an agent with Section 9. And he holds up his paw and there's a little business card in it. And on the card it says Hopper Harple.
Oh.
Huh.
Ha 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 ha.
What am I looking at here?
I'm sorry, but I only have moments before my link to this realm will be severed. You must know that you are in a demonic construction. That was the aftermath of when this draconic temple fell to its doom when the Great Mountain erupted. You have to
Do you
remember
know-
why you're here.
Can you tell us how to get out of here?
You must press forward. And as he says this, you start to get the sense that you do remember why you're here, although they're clearly not your memories, but they are, and this is gonna get kind of trippy.
Hmm.
But you remember that you came down here because a goblin tribe was infesting these nearby ruins called the Sunless Citadel. And every year they've been selling a piece of magical fruit to the highest bidder in Oakhurst every midsummer. The fruit is said to cure any illness. Each fruit that they get has 4 seeds in it, and the villagers always try to plant the seeds, but usually sometime in the early summer, where they planted the seeds, the sprouts have just been ripped out of the ground. Everybody assumes it's the goblins trying to keep stranglehold on their monopoly. However, this
Right.
year the goblins didn't come, and it speculates that something might be wrong down here. And being intrepid adventurers, you thought you would investigate the ruins.
So there's no merchant.
Nope. There was probably some merchant, but that is very weird.
And the bunny says this, please relay this to Agent Jasper, that it was not our intention to send her into this.
Well, I guess we're in trouble still.
Yeah, I had that feeling also.
And the bunny dives back into your pocket.
Does it disappear?
No. As far as you can tell, it just curls up and goes to sleep.
What the hell is happening?
Nothing makes sense. This is crazy.
Thank you so much for playing my game.
So the bunny talked to you?
Yes, I got a message for Agent Jasper and gave me a little card.
Well,
So,
that
this is
would
for
be
you.
me.
It's a paw print with a harp sigil on it. At least that's what you see.
Okay. Apparently, the bunny is a colleague of mine.
I share all the information I gather with Jasper and Thorman.
Okay. So they didn't mean to send me here, but they did. Huh. I suppose we should go down to the village.
Yeah. And as you say this, the pile of rope is starting to get almost comically large. To the point where it's filling up the entire volume of this small outcropping that you're standing on.
Yes, let us get out of here before that rope drowns us and spills over the edge.
Yeah.
Alright. Moving.
I'll go in front because I have direction.
I think everybody has dark vision.
Yep.
Oh, good.
We're just one of those parties.
One of those parties. So yeah,
Well-
as you descend off the central platform, you find yourself at the switchback stairs, which is about 5 feet wide. And they descend winding. They continue to descend well past where you can actually see.
I am going to prepare my gun because I have to strap it on like a shield. At least that's how I imagine it, the function of it.
I
Might
do a
even be
perception
mount in your
check.
shield.
Hmm?
Said there could potentially be a mount in your shield that facilitates with that.
I have to choose. Either I have the gun or I have the shield. It's either or.
Gun, shield, sword.
No.
Everything in one.
It's already enough that this thing is ridiculous.
It's a shield that fires guns that shoot swords.
I mean, I could probably strap the shield to the outside of it without too much of an issue, but blocking with it is gonna be annoying. But I do that anyway, and I follow the girls.
I do a perception check and see if there's any sounds or any movement around the area.
Below you in the rubble, you do sense some vague movement, but it's usually just a shadow that twists. It's never like something just walking out in the open. This next map's really big, so you might want to take a second to find the start. Oh, and music.
Music.
tiny.
I have to wait until the actual map loads properly because I can't see shit right now. It's just blurred pixels. I also need to read up how this thing works. Okay.
Yeah, I shut off the music so it would load faster.
Oh no, it's not on your end, it's my internet that's being annoying. For some reason, this shit loads like super slow.
Yeah, but I can turn the music off and help you faster.
Eh. Okay, this is a massive map.
It is quite large. Welcome to the Sunless Citadel.
Ooh, classic dungeon crawl.
This massive fortress was once the home of the largest draconic cult in Faerun. And it's said to be where the doom that befell Mount Gauntlgrim started.
Ooh.
The dragon cult vanished when the mountain erupted, much like everyone else. But that story that I told you about the goblins coming to sell the fruit every year seems to be what brought you down here. Or was it that trippy demon place? I don't know. So obviously you can see there's a secret door marked. How I'm going to handle that is you just do a perception check when you enter the room, and if you hit the DC, you're aware of the door. If you don't, then you're not.
Right. Well, I am going to take points, because that's what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, I'm not going to make you guys move in order, but I'm going to treat every room as an individual thing, so... If there's something you want to do, tell me.
Alright, well, as we enter the first room, what do we see? And what do we do with the drunken sailor?
You throw him over. You come upon a crumbled courtyard. The narrow stairs empty into a small courtyard, apparently the top of what was once a crenellated battlement. The buried citadel has sunk so far into the earth that the battlement is now level with the surrounding floor. That floor stretches away to the north and south, composed of a layer of treacherous, crumbling masonry which reaches to an unknown depth. The west looms, the surviving structure of what must be the Sunless Citadel. A tower stands on the west side of the courtyard. Sorry, that was a little stale.
Alright, so... so we're not, like, underground.
Oh, you are deep underground, but the cavern's so vast that you can't even see the ceiling.
Right. But we could see a tower on the west side.
Yeah, there's a darkness to the darkness than the darkness.
Right.
That's lovely.
I mean, you're basically seeing in black and white right now.
Yep. I don't think any one of us brought torches, because they would be useless for us.
Useless and dangerous.
Yep. Especially for me. I have a small keg on my lower back.
From what you know about the area is that there are quite large caverns that used to be old lava chutes that turned into new lava chutes. Turned back into old lava chutes.
Well, let's go have a look at the tower.
So,
I'm assuming. Actually, do we have a celestial direction somewhere here, so we can see what's what's
Well,
what?
as far as you're concerned, the cardinal directions are the cardinal directions.
Okay.
So up is north, down is south.
Okay, so the tower is actually the thing with the gate.
Yeah, I was pretty fast with this map.
do either of you have any idea what's happening?
Very little, but at least something is happening.
Well,
We're
yes. Glad we're not in the creepy house anymore.
yes.
Thorum,
Although
you approach the large doors, and just as you're about to step forward, you look down, and there's almost a seamless pit in the way that the bricks are carved, and you just look down, and there are two skeletons, and a couple giant rats jump out and attack you.
Oh,
Delightful.
this is really old school now.
I load my short bow and ready to attack.
That's a T.
Yeah, everybody can roll initiative. T is for trap.
Yeah. This is why I didn't walk all the way up, by the way. I didn't know the trap was there, but I figured it was some type of trap. Sorry, that's the wrong button.
Yes, it is.
Hey! I'm back with my shitty initiatives.
Oi, I have 4.
Yeah, but you don't roll them constantly.
I guess not.
You think I'd have a rat token ready?
You can take one from the library. There's rat tokens in the free library. There is also skeleton tokens.
Ratata.
Squirtle, squirtle.
Why are you doing this to me, shit? Why are you doing this? Why?
Because it's sheep.
You're fired.
Oh no!
Giant rat.
Yes. We're glorified pest control.
Yep.
Two giant rats leap out of the pit at Thorum and Jasper. Selbus, you were readying your bone.
I'll shoot the ones attacking Thorman with my short bow.
Okay. That is definitely a hit. That rat is bloodied. Oh, did you want to move? Selbus?
I think I just want to stay there because I can attack them from far away.
Okay, just checking. Because that rat did like that.
Oh no!
Of course not.
Don't eat my new tiny friend.
So there's 2 attacks coming, one at Selbus and one at Jasper.
Well, don't I feel unwanted?
That attack misses Selbus. That attack misses Jasper.
How did you know?
Because I set up your tokens with your AC and passive perception and HP on them.
Yeah. Also, that's a 5.
Yes. I don't think you can be a player character and have a 5.
If you have no armor and you have like super low dex.
Stephen Hogan.
You'd have. I think the lowest you can have is a 6.
Thorm, it is your turn.
Okay. Well, I am going to pull my sword, step up to the rat that attacked Calebus, and swing downwards in a wide arc.
Having more rats.
That hits. And that kills it. You can just chop its head right off.
Nice.
Good job.
I should also explain that the sword I'm using is a curved elven blade. Just same stats as a longsword, but it's nice made. Bleh. I cannot speak.
It makes one of those anime shines even though it's total darkness and there's no source of light.
Yeah, and a swing.
Jasper, it's your turn.
So there's also skeletons.
Yeah, but the skeletons don't seem to be doing anything besides being dead in the bottom of a pit.
Oh, that's nice. So that's probably that's just their thing. I'm going to stab it. I'm actually going to stab a rat. I'm not going to stab a rat. And then
Wait, where did you pull a spear from?
What?
You never said you had a spear.
Yeah, I have a spear.
I'll let you re-roll that if you wanna. Or was the spear intentional?
The spear was intentional.
I thought when you said I'm gonna stab it, like I pictured a dagger coming out.
Nope, I was going to stab it with the spear.
I'm fine with this.
I did not hit it, so I'm just going to inspire. I'm not going to be inspiring, actually. I'm gonna be boring. I'll just wait here to die.
And that brings us back to Selbus.
I'm gonna attack the rat that's about to attack Jasper with my short bow again.
That unfortunately just misses. As the arrow, it deflects off the stone, clatters to the ground.
Yay! I should have inspired you.
I tried.
You had one job, Jasper. One job.
Yeah, but apparently this wasn't it. They weren't supposed to send me here.
This is true. You were actually supposed to find a merchant. That makes it the giant rat's turn, who will
Buddy.
try to eat the Jasper.
I do not recommend eating stones. Yeah.
Well, almost hit me for fuck's sake.
Yeah, you take 6 points of piercing damage.
I have a rat on my ankle.
Yeah, it's like a small dog biting you. Thorman, it's your turn.
Right. I am going to... I cannot see... Shit, I can't see the numbers. I am going to move around this rat. And stab it in its ass.
That's nice.
You manage to just hit it, and you completely skewer it. You now have a rat kebab.
I twirl the blade around, just gut the rat, and just do a slash to the side to wipe off the blood.
And that ends combat.
Jeez. That was disgusting.
Alright. Come on, let me see where it bit you.
I'm fine.
It's a rat.
Yeah, I'm... Fine, it bit me in the ankle.
You are actually bleeding quite profusely.
My boot is full of blood.
Yeah, Thorman, you take off her boot, and then there's like, you can see her Achilles tendon. You're like, oh god.
Yeah, I'm just looking it over it and gonna take my little flask, wash it out.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Yep, but I'm holding on to her ankle with my the hand that I have strapped through the cannon. So good luck moving.
I'm actually gonna kick you with my other foot.
I grabbed the other foot.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. No, you can hit anybody. It still feels like you have like a piece of hot iron being pressed into your heel.
Motherfucker! Why are you... Ah! Is it really necessary?
I'm disinfecting. Just stay still. And I'll then lay on hands her 4 or 5 hit points.
Wound heals. Just a little flaky skin now.
Shit.
Feels better.
I
Well?
stand up, look at her, and say, "Don't complain again, okay?"
I wasn't complaining.
You were trying to kick me.
Because you hurt me more than the freaking rat did.
It's just some whiskey, okay?
It's not supposed to go in the wounds.
You've never been on a battlefield, have you?
Not really.
Then just trust me. Here, I hand you the flask.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, it's rot guts. It's like, it's whiskey, but it's bad whiskey. It's just strong as shit.
Oh god, that's disgusting.
Yep. That's what you get. I got another one that's good, but... Alright. Put the flask back.
So,
Yes.
do you wanna open the door and try not to wake up any rats this time?
Yes. Just gonna look over the edge of the trap.
It just seems to be a simple pit. It's about 15 feet deep. 10 feet by either side.
And the skeletons.
They appear to have some rotted clothing on them, but they are completely dry and fleshless.
I am going to hark a lava spit and spit on one of them.
Now, what you do that for?
Wait for it. Does it react?
No.
That was better to check. Fought this necromancer once. Nasty.
Oh, that's nice.
Alright, let's see if we can't get in here. Carefully step around the pit.
Yeah, you step around it and you get to the door. And although it's a little bit rusted, you give it a firm push and it starts to swing open. However, where the hinges are, it kind of knocks a little bit of debris, and I will need a dexterity saving throw.
Oh god. Why do you pick the one saving throw I have nothing in?
I didn't pick it. It's the book.
Hey! Decent roll.
Yeah, a little, like a slab that you would imagine weighs about as much as you falls to the ground where you were standing. But it didn't fall very fast.
Like, oh, Jesus. Close that. Okay, bad and old masonry.
Well, old at least.
Green means open.
Whee!
Yay! Well, gonna step through. And push this door open as well. Just after taking a look at the surrounding mortar and whatnot.
Yeah, it pushes open, and there is some rubble that falls, but it falls on the other side of the door. For some reason, I logged out of Roll20.
Oh,
Oh no!
that's weird.
Anyways, you find yourself in the shell of the tower. The circular area is cobbled with cracked granite, upon which sprawl the bodies of 4 goblins, apparently slain in combat. One corpse stands with its back against the western wall, the spear that killed it, skewering it and holding it upright. 3 wooden doors lead from this area, a hollow tower of loose masonry reaches 30 feet into the air, but the intervening floors and stairs are gone, except for a couple of crumbled ledges.
This is lovely.
Yes. Do the goblins look recent? Or are they dried out husks?
They look more recent than the skeletons you saw in the pit, but most of their soft tissue has been eaten.
Right.
I
Is there
want-
is there still wet parts?
Not wet, but not completely dry.
Mm-hmm.
Needs to cure some more.
About how old do I think it is?
With a 17, you would probably believe a couple weeks. Seems
Right.
like the rats ate off the soft tissue, which prevented putrefaction. Then the maggots stripped the other flesh, and now there's probably just some marrow.
This is nice.
Well,
I check their pockets to see if they're carrying anything important.
They don't have pockets, but below where their pockets should be, you find a few bundles of gold and shiny rocks.
Shiny.
You really like shiny, don't you?
No, I don't. Yes.
well, these corpses don't look like they're as old as the place, which is weird.
Yeah, you find 55 gold and 4 rubies, worth 75 gold each.
Wow.
Rich as goblins. Now they did.
I share the gold and the jewels with everyone.
Oh, you're a polite shiny hamster.
I say you can hold on to mine. It's fine. Mostly because I'm right on my encumbrance limit.
Oh, you really can't carry anything else.
No, if I take one more coin, I am over my encumbrance limit.
I'm so strong, adds 1 feather. Can't move.
I am holding a cannon in one hand. I'm going to point this out.
It's true.
I
I was
have
there.
chainmail.
Well, I have no such problems. I can
So
take
as you look around the
money.
room, everybody give me a perception check.
Hey.
Yeah, Thorum, you immediately notice that there's a little bit of a draft in this room, and the draft seems to be coming from a bookcase to the south. And as you investigate that, you find that it's actually a secret door.
Hey, will you look at that?
Are there books that are, books?
Yeah, do you read Draconic?
I do.
I don't.
Let me see. What you got there, Jasper?
A book.
I'm just gonna read, like, the title. What should be, like, How to Serve Goblin? Or, Lusty Draconian Maid. To translate into, D&D from Skyrim.
Yeah, that's exactly what you find.
Which one of them? Both? How to
Yeah,
Serve Goblins?
it's an anthology. half the book is one and half the book is the other.
So I say, nah, that's just junk.
I put it back on the shelf.
Okay, well, let's see where this leads. That is interesting, a secret door. Look for switches, or shove it aside, whatever seems most appropriate.
Behind the book, there seems to be a lever that can either be pushed or pulled.
Either pushed or pulled?
Yeah.
That sounds like a trap. Is there any books that stand out to me in the shelf?
They all look like they're religious text, except for the one silly one that you just saw.
Hmm. Alright. Well, levers are usually pulled, so I'm gonna push this one.
What logic is this?
There
Someone
is
who's
a click, and then the door slides open freely.
someone who's been playing D&D for quite some time.
It would have been much worse if he pulled it.
Alright.
The
So-
door
Sticky
opens up
fingers.
into a secret pocket chamber that is damp and cold. The skeletons of 3 long dead archers slump against the rubble-filled arrow slit.
Oh, that's lovely. We found dead people.
2 of the bodies have teeth marks on them.
I look
Goblin
around.
Teeth marks? Or rat teeth marks?
People teeth marks.
Oh, one of them died later than the two.
That's just nasty.
Are you saying you wouldn't eat people if you had to?
Nah. I haven't been in that position, so I can't say. I might. Probably not, though.
Good enough for now.
Why is this room secret? That's my question.
Secret
It was
assassin.
probably like a old murder hole.
Hmm.
You enter the room.
I'm staying behind just in case this is a trap, so I can reopen the door for you guys.
As you enter the room, the 3 skeleton archers all animate. And that's
Oh,
where we're
great.
gonna end the session for this week.
Gosh darn it.
Dun dun dun.
I thought that was fun. Sorry it was so confusing. It'll be confusing for a little while longer, but hopefully not.
Also, I think that combat is gonna be very quick.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that this place is massive.
Yeah. Oh, shut up, Bia.
No, that's perfect. Cliffhanger!